Hi folks, welcome back to Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. I'm Absurdities, and at first I thought poor Smokes was getting held up here, but that's not the case. We have some visitors, apparently, at the refugee center. So let's have a little chat. Now, I must admit I talked to one, because I've been playing a little bit between episodes, trying to get some of the repetitive house clearing and looting out of the way. And you miss nothing, basically, except some zombies and some wasps going at it. Feel like that's probably a little loud, that backup music. Alright, let's have a chat. We're going to talk to... how about that one? John Bailey, survivor. Nods as you approach, smiles, stretches, casual. Anything I can do for you, friend? Now, I already introduced myself to this person, but we haven't actually went through their dialogue. So what are you doing here? Like I said, John shrugs. I'm just checking the place out, doing a little shopping, then I'll be on my way. Might see if they have any work that needs done first, if the price is right. What are you shopping for? I don't really know. Food stocks aren't too bad for me and mine. I found a stock of canned goods early on that will last us a while yet. I don't use a gun if I can avoid it. Too noisy. I noticed these guys seem to keep a lot of building supplies, though, and trying to get a vehicle downtown to loot a hardware store or lumber yard is suicide. So I think that's where they're going to get my money. I wonder if they deliver. Alright, where are you headed next? Who can say, really? Don't really have a strong plan. Depends on how this trip goes. Once my vehicle's full up, I'll have to head back to my hideout and check on everyone there. I don't like being gone too long. Who's everyone? Well, the short story is I got my wife and kids out of town in the really, really early days. She's got a great intuition for stuff, and when she told me to get ready to leave town, I figured at worst we'd have an unnecessary early spring vacation in my dad's old cabin, you know. Obviously turns out trusting her gut saved us all, and then some. Things were still tough, but from what I've heard, I might be the only person left on the eastern seaboard who still has this whole nuclear family. Still got a lot of survivor's guilt for that. Still lost everyone else. Anyway, one thing led to another, and we gathered a few people that we watch out for. My man Darius, he joined up early on, and he and I do the skating and scavenging and watch each other's backs. Where are you guys located? Can I join up too? Maybe we'll have a look at that. Tell me about Darius. Talk to Darius if you want to know about Darius. He's a good man. Won't bite. Sorry. Turn of phrase we should probably retire, hey? Anyway, I don't know if we'd have made it through the first days without him. He gets a bit jumpy around crowds since the riots, though, so he's watching our stuff. Okay. How did you know things were going to go wrong? Sometimes I kind of wonder why people didn't know things were going to go wrong. Hindsight is 20/20, I guess. I'll be honest, though, as much as I'd like to pat myself on the back, it wasn't me that figured it out. When the really early riots started out, even though they were way up in the Midwest, my wife just had a bad feeling. We'd been thinking of a getaway anyways. I had some time off, so we took it as an excuse to get out to the cabin and wait for everything to blow over. Here we are. It wasn't so much knowing things how things were going to go, more just straight luck that we trusted her gut at the right time and lucked out. Whole story seems a bit unlikely. That's a little confrontational. I don't think I need that. Can you give me any advice? Sure, I guess. I don't know anything you don't. You seem like you can handle yourself. I made it this far by not engaging whenever possible. I'm never going to kill all the zombies out there. Darius and I try not to fight if we can avoid it, and if we can't, we try to always have the advantage. Numbers, weaponry, terrain. Zombies are clumsy and stupid, so we'd lead them across bushes and things to trip and stumble. We'd take high ground, let them plow into ladders like idiots, while we stick them with spears from above. Mostly, though, we try not to be seen. We use bikes instead of cars because they don't make noise and don't need gas. Plus, we can take forest trails and things and avoid the traffic jams. Those things are suicide. We try to avoid the cities, and when we do go close, we stick to the outskirts and raid the outlying houses. In those, we keep crouched and try to get deep into the building fast or down into the basement so that little noises don't carry much. Nothing from outside can see us. Also, zombies being idiots, closing the blinds is a great move. I always keep a crowbar for opening doors and windows, but I try not to use it if I can avoid it. Darius can pick locks, which is slower but doesn't make noise. We get a lot more mileage from raiding gas stations than other rural sites where, if there are a few zombies, we can usually lead them away. So we can ask him what he used to do before, and what about things other than zombies? Yeah. Oh, geez, yeah. The word really went to shit, didn't it? Well, I've seen some weird alien things. Our rule is scared is better than dead. If we don't know what something is and how to kill it, we steer wide and clear. One time I saw this flaming eyeball a long way off. I was scouting from a cell phone tower. It made eye contact with me, and I just started hallucinating shit. Darius stopped me from falling right off the tower. Stuff like that is why I think you have to be a bit off your rocker to travel these days unless you have no choice. Anything we don't know, we turn around and pedal hard. So far, we haven't met anything our bikes can't outrun. Alright. What did you used to do before? That's a tougher question than you might think. I've had quite the life. My dad was a mechanic. When I was young, I used to help around the shop quite a bit. Started out thinking I was going to go into that line of work, but then I got sidetracked and wound up getting into computers and electrical work for a long time. Did part of an electrical engineering degree and decided it wasn't for me and quit that. Spent a bit of time doing freelance electrical and programming work. Then got recruited by a startup that was designing and programming medical equipment. I was, pardon me, supposed to be a general technician, but through a weird series of events I wound up in sales, then management. I hated management, and I'd made a big nest egg from my share stock, so I cashed out and tried to retire young. That was a dumb move. I got bored as hell, and so I finished off my degree, started doing on-call teaching, work for shop, computers, math, and things like that at a college and high school level. Just part-time, spent the rest of my time outdoors, hiking and whatnot. Oh, that's one hell of a life. You must have some useful skills to teach. I'd be happy to. Can't spare a lot of free time, but for a little trade, I'll tell you about whatever I can help with. Sure, let's talk trade, or I'll bear that in mind. We'll bear that in mind, I think. Thanks, I'll think about it. What were you saying before? Yeah, what were you saying before? On your way where? What kind of work you looking for? I do odd jobs if people need help. Not on a volunteer basis, you understand, but I try not to be unfair about it either. Lots of people need a bit of help these days, often just with little things a scavenger like me can find for them. It's easier for folks like you and me to underestimate how scared a lot of people are to go back out in that place. Situation's bad enough as it is, but these kind of people took refuge back when it was true chaos out there. Lots of trauma to unpack there. Anyways, if there's little things I can do for them, I try to help them where I can, as long as it doesn't put me in too much danger. You look like you can handle yourself in a fight. What's your zombie kill count? Interesting. I could use someone like you. Want to travel with me? You seem to know a lot about how people feel, and you've got that right. People like you and I are made of stronger stuff. People should learn to fend for themselves, not just get you to hand everything to them. And can you give me any advice? We did that. And so on. Seem to know a lot about how people feel. Yeah, I know a bit about that stuff. Hard not to empathize. Especially when I know I'm not quite as hard as others by sheer luck. Besides, there are so few of us left now. What's the point in wasting time judging other people for how hard they took the end of the world? Yeah, do you want to travel with me? Sizes you up and down and shakes his head sadly. Darius and I have a good thing going, and a third person would be hard to justify, especially these days. Trust comes hard. Sorry, I hope you got someone to watch your back, but it can't be me. Yeah, that's fair. And let's change the subject. So you're on your way where? Who can say, really? We did that. And then who is everyone? And then, where are you guys located? Can I join up too? I'll be straight with you. I don't want to tell you too much about my people, okay? You seem alright, don't get me wrong, but I've seen some scary freaking people out there who come on all normal and then try to bite your face off when they get you alone. Everyone's reaction to that world's end is a bit different. Things are stable with my people now, but we don't really welcome new faces anymore. I wish it weren't that way. Maybe if you and I get to know each other better someday, it'll change my mind. Alright, that does sound interesting because, it'd be nice not to be trekking it alone, or at least have a place to go back to, a home base, so to speak. Let's see. What were you saying before? What were you saying before? Are you looking for work? Yeah. I was gonna see if there's any tasks we can do for him. Okay, fair enough. That's John Bailey. So, who's next? So there's no one called Darius, right? No. There's Matilda Stringer and Tyrone Talbot. Tyrone Talbot. Hey there, do you work here or what? Me? No, just passing through. How about you? Found a map to this place in an evac center and thought I'd see if it was full of Zed or if there was something up. I didn't expect to find so many survivors still alive, though. You seen anything interesting out there? So much weird stuff out there in the wilderness now. A while back, I found this weird cartoon sign with a map on it pointing to some kind of trade center. Haven't been there yet, but I can show you my copy of the map if you want. Yeah, I could check that out. Sure, here, I'll draw you a little map. Thanks, what's your story? Found a map, yep. You looking for a traveling companion? Sorry, I have my own people to look out for. I can't leave them in the lurch. They could come along too, or... why don't I come back to your hideout? Look, blah, 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 blah. Can't bring some random. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. And let's talk to... Matilda Stringer. What's your story? Found a map? Looking for a traveling companion? They could come along too? Doesn't work that way. We're gonna come back to you? No. So, that's fine. So, obviously, yeah, people are not gonna be like, oh yeah, come on home. Be a security risk. But let's try and get some more information out of them. See anything interesting? Yeah, I could point you to some acquaintance of mine that have a farm. They're decent folk if you have goods to trade. Be careful around them. I get a vibe they don't like visitors too much, so honestly... And honestly, it just makes me nervous that they made it through this so together. Kind of ominous, you know? I'm always looking to meet new survivors. Where are these acquaintances of yours? Yeah. Sure, I'll draw you a little map. Thanks. Okay. Yeah, so not a whole lot. Really, we got the most out of the first fella. And they said that they were going to show us stuff on the map. Oh, there might be this farm over here. Is that what this is? Or is this the other place? Rocky Butte. Ground level entrance next to a pump station. Alright. Well, I was kind of hoping we'd have a place to maybe go back to, but for now, this place is kind of home. Although, really, we have our own mobile home. And it's had a couple more changes. I installed the kitchen. We've got lots of storage, and I organized everything except for some vehicle parts, which are just kind of hanging out here. Because they take a lot of space, and we don't need them in the vehicle. Now, we do have, let's see, oh, and I installed 4 swappable large storage batteries. So that's going to help run the fridges, which I never did do. Turn on fridge. Okay, well, hopefully that's both of them. And we'll just have to keep an eye on the charge for now, because we don't have a way of getting it back other than driving. So, no diesel left in there. We're going to have to be on the lookout for diesel. Now, we could use this vehicle. I actually kind of maxed it out for fuel there a little while ago. But I do want to go exploring a little bit. I think it's just easier we take this guy right now. Take our prison bus. And I think we'll go explore the roads out around that camper park over here. Now, I have cleared out everything up around here. There's nothing really cool to find of those scientists, unfortunately. And I cleared the zombies out of here. Well, actually, the wasps mostly did that, and then they took off into the woods. So, I have... there's still some stuff left to loot there, but it's not super important right now. We have enough food for several days. So, and I'm kind of tired of it. I spent a couple hours doing it, to be honest. So let's go explore. The one thing... Oh, we get a turn. The one thing I really do want to find is solar panels. We're going to take out a couple of bushes there, but that's fine. So, there's a couple of options there. Well, there's a black bear. That's cool. As far as solar panels go, I'm really hoping we can just find a vehicle that will have some that we can take off of it. If that doesn't end up being the case, we'll have to construct some items. Sometimes there can be solar panels on the tops of buildings, so if we go screw around in town, we might be able to haul away a couple. Then at least we can have, at the very least, a trickle charge. At the very least. Let's say that again. So, not so bad right now. What do we have here? This is a hunting lodge. Well, that could be interesting. Let's slow it down. There's a fawn. Aw, how cute. Never actually seen one in game before. Let's stop our vehicle here. So we just have the one door for now. Ideally, I'll probably put in a second, maybe at the back. Now, we'll see if there's any zombies home, or anyone home. Hello? Hello? Anyone here? And we wait. Have a knock on the door. Well, let's get at the barbed wire bat. Jean jackets. Night vision on. Okay, kitchen area. Looks like a lodge. Wow, lots of books. Maybe we'll take that guy's advice. Keep things dark. It's very bright in here. Well, truth be told, we don't need the night vision anymore. Food? There is some food. We're not going to bother taking stuff back to trade. Though no cheese. With us, we'll take the bologna. Antibiotics, that's not bad. Prescription stimulant. Pickles. There we are. What's this? Screwdriver cocktail. Don't mind if I do. Where do we drink that? Here it is. It's a lot of calories actually, so that's good. We're a little drunk now. One thing I've been looking for is synthetic materials to repair our shirts and stuff. Ankle socks, extra long white gloves. No, none of those. Cargo pants are cotton. Paprika red pants. They are cotton. It's like that's just all cotton clothing. Someone's tidy whities. Likewise, what's a ski mask made out of? Wool. Yes. Hence the red color. We don't like the wool. Well, alright then. Aluminum foil. Take that battery. We'll unload that flashlight. There's a propane tank in there. That's cool. I've never used them for anything, but they could be great for a base. Pick a lock, sure. Oh, it opens. That was easy. What do we have here? Ooh, a mess kit. Self-contained camping mess kit, containing everything you might need for wilderness cooking. That's cool. It's maybe something we throw in the vehicle. Some pickled fish. Sugar we don't like. Flour we do. Mashed pumpkin's fine. Clean water. Salt. Corn tortilla. Dried rice. Canned pineapples. Good. More food. Knife fighting targets. That's cool. Okay, apparently we need to drop some stuff. So let's make a little pile. Right here. Yeah. Forgot I was carrying all these books and a lot of other stuff we don't need to carry around. Oh, ketchup and mustard and stuff. We don't want to be carrying that. The reason for that is mostly because, oops, when we go to try and make stuff, we could be tempted to use it, and then it would just ruin the food for us. We'd become junk food. Knife fighting targets. Diving gloves made of synthetic fabric and neoprene. We'll take that. Hammer. Multi-tool. Steel-toed boots. More dried food, clean water. Fishing waders are made of plastic. Sleeping bag is made of cotton. Not any sleeping bag I've ever owned, but fair enough. Canned corn. Survival knife with Kevlar thread and a needle. Tear gas sprayer in a hunting lodge. Interesting. Thread. A flare. Maple syrup. Here's a medium battery. Portable stove. Yeah, we could take that. Oatmeal. Oatmeal's real good. Real good. Nylon bag is synthetic fabric, so we'll just take that whole thing. Molasses. We don't like molasses or pork sticks. That's a lot of flour. Wow. Narrow spectrum antibiotic. I think I will unload that. Flashlight. A life straw. Oh, a small personal water filter. Okay. Probably worth taking. A bear trap. I think we'll just keep that in mind as something we know where it is now. Arrows. Arrows and arrows. I don't see us becoming a bow person anytime soon. Not when we have so many guns. Brown bread, canned chicken. Another sewing kit. I think what I'll do is unload the thread. Well, interesting. Not a bad little haul. It looks like there is that outside door. What do we got here? Too much. I tried to consolidate a lot of stuff. That's why we have 246 aspirin, 41 codeine in one bottle, 50 multivitamins, but 5 bottles. That's too many. I should have traded some of those. But here we are. Waste not, want not, I guess. It looks like there's some junk in our inventory as well. There we are. We could, well, we could see if the if that flour is all loose. No, it's in a plastic bag. That's fine. Nothing to be examined. Okay, well, we'll smash it down. Let's, ahead of time, turn on the night vision and take a peek down. Okay. Oh. Not a lot going on here. There's a bicycle. That's pretty cool. A mountain bike. Would be great if we needed a vehicle like that, but we don't. We really don't. Night vision off. Well, I guess that's it for this place. Let's carry this out. Now, this is the only thing I'm not, I guess, in love with this vehicle is sorting stuff out. But what we can do is Shift Y brings open our zones. We can add a zone. We can add an unsorted zone right there. Escape, save changes, and then Shift O to sort all my loot. There we go. It's all put away into the vehicle. Now, what do we have here? Roadside food cart. That reminds me, I thought we had... I think I've put them away. Let's go back here. Well, one, I'm going to have a quick read, or, you know, you kind of familiarize yourself with what these books are about really quickly, but not read them. So we have a really good set of books, and I should be putting all of these into an e-ink tablet. But what I'm looking for is a map. Is there a map around? Deploy road map. There we go. Let's take both of them. Activate. Now I'll keep the other one, and maybe somewhere we can... Where's deploy? Is it down here? Henniker. Oh, deploy was here. Okay. Maybe we won't find anything new. Did seem to increase our range up here. Could be wrong about that. What do we have here? Regional school. Okay. Interesting that that came up. The other thing I could look for is guide. Deploy tourist guide. Activate that. That's actually the wrong spot. I believe I put the books in with the ammo and stuff, but I don't know. Diving gloves will just drop in there as well. Let's go explore. Well, we didn't get too far. Now there is a Kraken, and I believe it is the Krakens. They are not interested in chewing our faces off. Those rams worked amazingly, as you saw. More aspirins, like, when do I stop? This is the problem for a loot goblin like me, is when do you stop picking up things? Because, really, do we need it? Now, the Kraken Yes, the Eldritch Monstrosity. We're gonna hope it remains, if not friendly, then non-hostile. While we check these. This looks like a drug deal gone wrong, yeah. Okay, abandon that place. Let's go to check this place. What do we have? Chocolate candies, meat jerky. We'll just take the jerky. Salted popcorn counts as junk food, apparently. We'll take the granola. And black tea leaves, why not? Cast iron Dutch oven. No space for it. We don't need it. We got that mess tin, right? Clean water. A bit of butter. Handful of grapes. Butter. Cheese. And cheese again? Yeah. I've done this a couple times. And what do we have here? A food processor. I want it. We'll take it. Pretty sure we can make one. Just skill-wise, but we'll take it. We'll drop it here. Where to now? I think we'll take the left branch. You know what? I think I've changed my mind. We've got the Rams. Let's use them. There should be some soldier zombies here. Now, do we have a horn? We do. We do have a horn. Get them all laid out behind us. And then we'll whip around. And get some speed. No problem. There's an acidic zombie in there. That's unfortunate. But not anymore, so no big deal, right? And floor it. Now, unfortunately, we're running over a lot of our loot. Oh, did we just high center ourselves somehow? Game. Why? Why do you do things like this? That's so hilarious. It pretty much high centered us. We managed to back off of it. Okay, let's take a slightly different turn here. Now honk the horn again. Wrong key. That one. I wonder what we broke. So, this is one way of not having to expose yourself and get into some real trouble against a horde of zombies. It's not as exciting, but it is something. This room is clear. Now, I'm going to go ahead and smash all these up and see what we have for loot. And I'll give you the rundown in a moment. So, we got a flamethrower. That's interesting. As well as that, there was, you know, some standard stuff. There was a Kel-Tec P3AT. It's a 380 ACP gun. Another road map, some gas mask cartridges, and a gas mask, and an industrial ID card, which is interesting. So now we have 3 industrials and a military, and nowhere to really use them, which is interesting, I guess. So that was pretty much it for that. Let's go ahead and drop stuff again. I'll sort this out, come back again. Now I will say the one thing that we have neglected to do with those cards is try them on those labs we saw. So I think we'll cruise on down. The nearest lab was just down here, which is not too bad at all. So I'm going to drive down outside there and return again. Another cut, I know, crazy. Save us all the time, except me. I gotta do it, but I'll drive down and be back with you. A little bit of an update for you. I was skirting around here, the side of the refugee center, and came across another gravesite. Mass grave. So I just mowed down them all again with the vehicle. Pretty OP. And I'm going to clean up what loot I can find, but also of note is that vehicle. That could be an important source of spare parts for this vehicle. Yeah, I'll have a look at it, and I'll just clean up here, and I'll meet you at the lab. Okay, we made it. No other surprises. Let's go ahead and shut this down. And, well, we got our ID cards on us. Let's just see if we can open the door. Oh, also, of note, we found this interesting weapon, a Franchi Spaz 12, and it's got +2 mods on it. Mean and intimidating looking, the Spaz 12 has the dubious honor of being declared a destructive device and being banned from import by name, adding to its already considerable appeal. It is a combination pump action and semi-automatic firearm with an arm stabilizing hook for one-handed shooting. So, hey, that could be a good close quarters weapon, and we happen to have a lot of ammo for it. Like, for instance, where are we? 179 rounds of 00 shot. Yeah, that's pretty good. We also have more shotgun rounds besides that. Oh. We are hearing firing from inside. Interesting. I think we want to get out our bat. Okay, nothing over there. Take a little peek in the window. Oh, interesting. So, over here. A lab card reader. Lots of firing happening. Don't mind if I take this stuff while we're here. So awesome. Monthly, things to do with milk. Don't see us using that. Killer Instinct, unarmed combat for street survival. That sounds good. Let's go over here, and you don't have a hacking tool with enough charges. I guess that means we don't have, unfortunately, a way in with these cards either. Smart card reader. It sports a stylized symbol of an atom inside a flask that is universally known to indicate science. Stark red LED blinks askance at your geek cred. You can swipe a scientific ID badge near it to unlock the gates to discovery. Ah. So there must be some kind of other science card out there. Kinda knew that. I just wanted to see if the military card would work. The other option is electric jackhammer. I see it right there. So... no? Where is it? Electric jackhammer is to the south. We'll wield it, store the bat. And consider the approach here. This actually doesn't seem like a very wise thing to do overall. But, I mean, why not? Drill. To the left. Mirror tool is hard. Material's too hard to make a dent. Okay, let's try here. Oh, that works. And can we go through? No, I guess not. Oh, you need 3,960 charges from some UPS. We don't have a UPS. Huh. Okay, well, that was that. I wish we had a gas-powered jackhammer. Maybe we do. Let's have a look. I'm guessing it would be down here. Nope. Well, then. I don't know what else we can do besides get the sledgehammer. Yeah. And, drink some booze to increase our strength. Let's have 2 shots of that. Okay, that works. We take a peek, we see nothing new or exciting. Okay, well... one thing I am going to do is I'm going to drop a quick save. Okay, now it seems like maybe... oh, okay. Oh, -2 science lab this floor. Okay. Good to know. Let's make sure that we have the things we need to do that. And go down there in the next episode, because we are right out of time for this one. Thanks for watching if you made it to the end. Yeah, hit like and subscribe and do all those things and leave me a comment so that I know that you value this time I'm putting in. Yeah, other than that, we'll see you next time. Cheers now. Bye.